From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
It was another summer day across the area, and we could show it just from Bartlesville. You can just see the bubbling of the clouds there, cumulus congestus, as we call those. And then eventually it became cumulonimbus a little bit, and you can see the explosion in the anvil top, and then it just dissipated. That was kind of the case as we went through the afternoon. Always quiet for you guys up to the north. You did have some really big activity up around the Miami area, but the biggest news up north at Tulsa was how high the air quality went. It went pretty nasty, especially in areas from around Skytook, extending northern Tulsa County, southern Washington County, and eastern Osage County. So these numbers are pretty high, and that does happen occasionally. We think it'll probably be similar tomorrow. So again, if you suffer with breathing, asthma type of issues, it's called fine particulate matter, and it can be anywhere from ozone to dust particles, very fine particles. So it's a little bit rougher on folks that have a harder time breathing. So just be advised. Oh yeah, then we got ragweed to go with that, because that's doing pretty nasty things right now, and ragweed is peaking out. Also grass and trees are high, so there's a lot of stuff going on in the air. And so we're just going to deal with that, because otherwise eventually we're going to cool off. It's obviously cooled off tonight. We're at 81. Humidity is still a little bit high, so there's the muggies are in the air. We're looking at the 70s to low 80s. Notice how around Oilton in the lower valley, 68 right now in Oilton, and 69 coming in around Bristow. So again, it depends upon your location, and quite a temperature difference, even 69 up at Veneta. Overnight, not expecting really anything at all. Temperatures will stay generally mid to upper 60s, and we'll have a very light south wind. And then as we go through the afternoon, the heating will do the same thing. We'll bubble up with a few isolated thunderstorms. Exact location, hard to pinpoint. They're going to move slow, so somebody's going to just get drenched, and a mile away it'll be sunny. And there could be some strong winds associated with anything that collapses or a thunderstorm. So we'll be once again low 90s, hard at Tulsa around 94, but that's just about over with. By the time we get to tomorrow night, most of those thunderstorms are going to die out and then be gone. Our rain chances pick up a little bit, but the aerial coverage is not much for tomorrow afternoon. So we really don't have a whole lot of folks that will be hit by that. Maybe late tomorrow night. Showers and storms will develop a little bit further to the north and to the west, and so you will have a little better chance up to the north and west. So tomorrow is just kind of isolated, 10 to maybe up to 20%. And then as we go through tomorrow night, chances are a lot higher if you're north and west of Tulsa, not so much so around Tulsa to the south and east. And then by the time we're into Thursday, especially Thursday night, those odds start to go up. 50% late afternoon, that goes up to about 70% chance now for Thursday night. So we're increasing that. Tonight, all is quiet, 60s, low 70s across the state, a few isolated storms southwest Kansas. And through the morning hours, again, our area stays quiet. Western Oklahoma could see a few isolated thunderstorms. We'll be in the 60s. By the time we get into the daytime and afternoon, we're hot. All of us are generally in the 90s, with the exception where the heaviest thunderstorms are located, and about a bit of a boundary. Again, isolated storms here for you guys down south and east of Tulsa, down by Poto and extending down to around Stigler. And then it's kind of quiet for a while, but a chance of showers and storms starts to increase in some areas from Tulsa north and west overnight into the early Thursday morning time period. And then during Thursday, more showers and thunderstorms will be around or developing. We'll have highs in the 80s, and then those thunderstorm chances will, as I said, really pick up for Thursday night, and then that'll continue into Friday morning, and then by the time we're into Friday afternoon, we're in the low 80s. So the high school games, obviously TU and OSU playing, should be in good shape. Chance of storms very, very slim based on the new data, but it will be hot tomorrow, and then we're improving on Thursday with highs in the mid-80s. If it rains a little earlier, we might not even make it to 86. If it doesn't rain for a while, we could be up to 88. The extended forecast, as you see, is generally in the 80s. So a very mild weather trend overall happening. And so that's what we're going to deal with. Isolated thunderstorms right on through. Hello, fall. It's here on Monday. So
what was the name of that cloud? Something? Cumulus
congestus.
Congestus?
Yeah.
That's what you've been feeling all week.
It sounds like half the newsroom for the past week, the way we're talking.
Unfortunately.
I don't know what you're talking about at all.